sammen de tilhørende arbejde, du kan på her. Og de Jørgen.
Jørgen. It's difficult, I'm Dutch.
Andreas fra Sverige, du kan præsentere dig. Jamen, værsgo.
Yes, welcome here at Musikhuset Aage Jensen. Is that right?
Yeah.
That's the only 3 words I speak Danish. So excuse me for that. So let's do it in English tonight, if that's fine with you. Yes? Okay. What are we going to do here? I'm going to take you in approximately 45 minutes. We've got a long trip to all the new features in Cubase 5. We have a lot of stuff to talk about, a lot of stuff to show you. And after that we will, I will answer some questions for you, so please keep them for after the demo. So I would say, have a good show, and if there are questions, we will hear it, enjoy it. So let's start. What have we got in Cubase 5? Let's start with the first new instrument, which is called Groove Agent 1. Here it is. Wow. So it looks a bit like an Aage MPC. I've got something here. It looks a bit the same. So what we have is we have 16 pads divided over 8 groups. So we have 128 pads in total. And we have some nice presets going on, which we can trigger by a keyboard. And what we will hear, we have velocity layers. So let's show that in the screen. Let's pick the hi-hat. Let's go to voice, and then we see we have 5 layers for the hi-hat voice. So we can also do it by the mouse. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could create up to 8 layers on one pad. We have 16 stereo outputs, which we can choose from. And let's pick another preset, like Funky House, for example. There we are. So now let's go further. Let's connect a MIDI insert to it. We have a new MIDI insert called Beat Designer. There it is. So what we can do now, we could create a pattern very quick by just clicking inside the Beat Designer. Let's put some hi-hats in there. There we are. And just hit the play button. So it's that easy. So then we can go to another key and make some variations. So let's say we want some clap in it. And you see how easy it goes. Just clicking. If we want to change the volume, just drag your mouse. And we can change it. So now we have 2 variations. Variation 1, variation 2. We could also go to jump mode, and then we can trigger those variations by a MIDI keyboard. We could do this in 16 steps up till 64. We can change that easily here. Or we could add some more voices, as you see here. We could also change the voices. So if we want to do something more percussion, we can take out the bass drum and replace that for maybe a low bongo, so that we could create percussion stuff. We also got a lot of presets here. So let's go and load the preset. For example, a disco preset. Press OK. There we are. Let's play. Let's go again in jump mode. And there we go. You see how easy that is? It's very fast. So what you now can do is, of course, say, I want that in my project. So then you can say insert pattern at cursor. And then immediately it creates a MIDI file from it. And the good thing about this MIDI insert is that it's not an additional VST instrument, but it's a MIDI plugin. So you can connect it also to other VST instruments. Maybe Groove 8 and 3 or Alien 3. That's also possible. So it's a very quick way to create your patterns. So let's delete this and let's go further, because Groove 8 in 1 offers a lot more. Let's take out the beat designer and let's listen to some audio loop. Here I've got an audio loop, an audio drum loop. This is it. So now what I can do is open my Groove 8 in 1 again. There it is. Let's clean it by resetting it. And let's drag it a little bit and grab my audio file. So now what I'm going to do is drag my audio file directly into Groove 8 in 1. And you see that Groove 8 in 1 sliced the audio file. So these are all slices from my audio drum loop. So now we could control with our MIDI keyboard the actual audio drum loop. But maybe we want to create a MIDI file from it. Then we choose for the exchange button. Take the exchange button, drag it into the project, and Cubase 5 creates here a MIDI track. So you see this is a chromatic line, so this is representing the audio drum loop. So now what we can do is just take our mouse and just change the MIDI notes. So we could change timing, we could change pitch. We could do everything with that audio file just by changing the MIDI. Of course, a lot of people also are having some MPC files which you can use. Import MPC files. So what you can do is actually you can drag any audio file that you've got. It can be a one-shot, maybe a bass drum or a snare or a hi-hat, into the Groove 8 in 1, create your own kits, connect it with Beat Designer, and create your own patterns in 10 minutes. So let's go further. Let's take out the Groove 8 in 1, let's put it to mute, and let's see what else have we got here. The second thing new in Groove in Cubase 5 is loop mesh. So let's take the tutorial. This is the tutorial. What I've got here, let's take it out of sync mode, is a drum loop. And you see differences in the brightness of the colors. So let's go step by step. You see when I'm on the first slice, it will immediately recognize similarity. Let's go a step further. Another step further. So you see similarity. And the best thing about this is that we not only have similarity analyzing on one track, but it also looks vertical for 8 tracks. And that's going to make it interesting. Because when I pick another preset here, and I take this out for now, this is where we started. So now I'm going to drag in the second audio file, and you see that it's lightening up. And when I move this slider before the first one, and I push play, and take it a little further, it will exchange slices. So now it's taking slices from the second lane and replacing slices from the first lane, based on similarity. Okay, so now let's get the good stuff, and let's go to this. This is the same principle. This is the audio file.